Hi guys, it's Kiyarko here, back with another speed build. This is a speed build of a little Japanese-inspired cabin for a fisherman and his wife. So this is kind of, I guess, a random concept. I knew I wanted to build a cabin. I knew I wanted to do another Japanese-inspired build just because, again, I love all the build mode objects from the Snowy Escape pack. Like, it's probably my favorite pack in terms of the objects it comes with. I adore it. I have to overuse it. I'm sorry. So here is another build using a lot of stuff from that pack. As for the fisherman aspect of, this and why I chose that character, I just wanted to do something that was by a river, and I was like, well, who would live by a river? And I was like, what would be interesting is like a Japanese fisherman and his wife. And I was like, you know what? And I came up with this whole story in my head about who these people are and who his wife is, because he's the fisherman. And I was like, I think his wife might be like a writer or some sort of creative, and she's very bright and colorful. And he's kind of this more of like a sullen, a little bit, not sullen, but he's a little bit more, she's bright and colorful in contrast to him. So he loves her so much and they have such a great relationship, but he's perceived as being kind of this a little bit more serious old man a lot, whereas she is very like bright and colorful and very creative and lovely. So if that makes sense to you in terms of their characterizations, that's what I was going for this house. Alright, I mean it's like a cabin house, I guess. Like, I call it like a cabin, but I don't know why it wouldn't be a house. I mean, it's just, I think I called it a cabin because it's out in the middle of the Granite Falls world, so to me, I perceive it as being a cabin just because of the location. But I guess it could just be called, their house. I actually am pretty proud of how I did the exterior of this home. I got a little bit creative. I wanted to experiment a little bit more with paths and, just groundscaping, what I could do, in terms of making this place look more like they're using the outside a little bit more. So I came up with this little bridge over this little water feature, and then I put this little like gazebo thing off to the side, and then over there behind the tree is like this little shrine object. And I know there's a lot of controversy about that object, and in this build I'm not using it as a shrine. In my mind, I used it as more of like a grave marker, because I figured maybe like they had like a parent or a family member pass away, and they just have like their grave over there by the tree that they visit, right by their house. So I wasn't using it as like a shrine in the sense that what the Sims team meant and what that controversy was about, because I don't necessarily support them taking I don't know, besides the point, I was just using it for that purpose. Put in this little area just a bench and like a little like roll up mat. I figured maybe they do some sort of exercise in this area, maybe they meditate, something like that. I thought this was like a very nice area, and then I just stuck garbage cans in there, so maybe they move the garbage cans before they meditate. I feel like that's not super calming, sitting by the trash. But here I'm just putting in trees. I wanted it to seem like this lot was very much part of the forest around it, but we are moving on to the inside now. It's just this young, well, not young, I imagine them as being relatively old, so this old couple, so there's only one bedroom, one bathroom, so it's a pretty small place. For the inside, again, I wanted his wife to be this bubbly, colorful person, so I went with a lot of colorful choices here while keeping it relatively, not muted, but I didn't go like crazy. It's not like Candyland in here. It's just got some bright pops of color every once in a while. For example, this bedspread I'm going with is like this colorful checkered plaid? Quilted. It's like a quilted bedspread. And as you can see, the colors are bright, but it's not like neon. It's still, I was like going with like a realistic level of color in this place. I'm trying to choose a rug here. I don't even remember what rug I choose. Oh, now I do. It's like I go with this, not this rug. It's a rug, it's like a square rug that has tassels on the side. Let's see, that one. I go with that rug. Just because the bed was bright and I didn't want to have like a super colorful rug and overdo all the colors, so I just have like this pretty neutral colored rug. Put some side tables on the side. These are from the Snowy Escape pack. I love these side tables, but sometimes I have trouble placing lamps on them, so I always have to do it with the Move Objects mod. Putting some decorations in. I had trouble with curtains for some reason. They kept like not sitting right, so I just had to choose curtains that I didn't necessarily, they weren't my first choice. I ended up going with these curtains and they work, but again, they weren't my first choice. It's just like the curtains that I wanted. Just sometimes I have like placement issues in this game where like objects snap to a certain place and I don't know why, and I can't move it even if I use the move objects mod. It's a weird glitch, but you know, it's fine. I can live with it. These curtains are fine. Pop that chair that I absolutely love in the corner there. I went with this yellow plaid pattern. I thought it matched the yellow on the bedspread. Went with these curtains here on the side, same on the other side, and then put in the lamp there. Put in some details, like the house was a little bit old, but not necessarily falling apart. Trying to choose a painting to put over the bed. I end up going with this one of like a hand holding a book. And that's when I was like, oh, you know what, this wife, I think she'll be a writer. So I put a desk over here for her. Let's see, do I go? Yeah, the cartographer's desk looking thing. And then I put in a chair for her. I don't remember what chair. That chair, pretty simple. Old-timey computer. I mean, it's not that old-timey, but like I wanted this build to not, I didn't want them to have super modern technology. So even their kitchen appliances look a little bit old. So I went with an older looking computer. And then some boxes for her work, for her writing. And then in this corner, just put a broom, and then let's see, what else I put? A radiator. Because I figured, you know, this isn't Granite Falls. I think it snows here in the winter season. So I figured they'd want a radiator to keep warm. Now we're gonna do the bathroom. I really like this wallpaper, like this blue wallpaper. It's just so unique. I like it a lot. I love wallpaper creators, wallpaper custom content creators. Like, I need more wallpapers in my game. I love them. They're so defining in terms of what my builds end up looking like. I think, you know what, after this, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna CC shop for a lot more wallpaper, just because I feel like you guys see me use a lot of the same wallpaper just because I have my favorites, you know? So I'll bring some new stuff to the table. We'll see. Next build, you'll see. There'll be some pretty cool wallpapers. Going in with some cabinets here. As you can see, I went with some not necessarily old appliances, but like older looking appliances. Like that stove's not super modern, and the fridge is obviously kind of an old-fashioned looking fridge. So I put a shelf above this stove, and then I'm just gonna decorate that. It's a scaled down shelf, so I couldn't just place objects on it. I had to use the Move Objects cheat to get them up there. Kept it pretty simple, didn't really over decorate the kitchen. I wanted it to be like not super cluttered, just it looks used but not like untidy is what I was going for. I went with this little rack here. I don't know what they would use it for, like maybe drying dishes, I don't know, just a little rack there on the wall. And then we're gonna move on to the living room area. Went with this couch. Again, you could see how there's color in this build, but it's not like overbearing color. Like even the couch is still just like this tan color. I looked for some colorful pillows, didn't really see any that I like, so I just went with some pretty simple white pillows. And then another simple tan pillow in the middle over there, right there. And then on the side here, I put in a love seat. I went with this one from Snowy Escape Pack in the green color. And then, let's see, what else do I do? Oh yeah, I put in a stand for a TV. I don't remember if I end up actually putting in a TV. I think I do. Put in that TV stand, and then, oh I do. I put in that TV, old-timey TV, and then a chair on the side there that matches the love seat. Put in a coffee table. I don't remember which one. Oh, I use this one because I thought like the blue top looked pretty cool, matched the other parts of the build. Put in some touches that I thought aged the house a little bit, and then over here I put in a painting, and then on the other side I put in a different painting. Let's see what painting I use. I don't even remember. I never remember. Let's see. Took me a while to find, apparently. Oh, I just won that base game one. Okay. And then over here I put in another painting. So in this small last space, I built a little dining room, put some stools on one side, chairs on the other, and then flowers on that. So that was a pretty simple dining room setup. And then over here I put in a clothing rack, just so that they can grab their, cardigan and jacket, scarf out the door, put a bag by the side, when they go shopping, something like that, to like the farmer's market or something. And then let's see, what am I doing here? Put in another little painting, just decorating the walls, put in these plates I thought were really pretty. And then out here, put in a little outdoor eating space. So I went with this traditional looking Japanese table with some flowers. And then over here I ended up putting in like a sink and a workbench because I knew that this person was a fisherman, right? So maybe you have to, I don't know, skin the fish or something? I don't know how fishermen work. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is the build. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave any like build requests or suggestions, anything like that below, because I am running out of ideas. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.